Good morning, everyone. It's Rose Coleman coming to you live from my craft room here in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. I am playing with Seaside Wishes this week, and today is August 8th, and I have a fun twist for you today. I was looking at the Seaside Wishes Bundle, which includes the stamps, the dies, and the amazing hybrid embossing folder. I was like, what if we made a little something different with this one? So today, I'm going to make a different card. It's not going to be seashells, not going to be nautical. And I just want to show you my main goal when I join you here every morning is to inspire you to use your stamps. The things that you purchase from Stampin' Up, they are amazing. Hello, Wendy. Good to have you with me. Hi, Rebecca. The things that you purchase, you need to use, right? And use them well to justify your purchase because, you know, our money is well earned and you should have good value. And that is what I love to bring you here. Hopefully, I am bringing you some value so that you can sit down and use your things and have a great stamping experience and then give those things to your loved ones. So that's my whole goal. That's what's in my heart, is to share stamping and this joyful, amazing hobby that we have that is very useful and practical. It is, because you can, don't go to the grocery, not the grocery, but like if you're in the States, CVS or Walgreens or all those places. Here in Canada, we've got Shoppers Drug Mart, Walmart. Don't go there and buy your cards. I mean, make your cards, right? Make them yourself, and you will have so much joy in your heart that knowing that you used your two hands and you created something for someone else. There's a lot of stress relief that comes from making cards and having a nice cup of tea or coffee and sitting down and having that. It's all about that stamping experience, right? Why aren't you using Seaside Wishes? Sharon. I am using Seaside Wishes. I am. This is Seaside Wishes week, but I'm going to share with you something different that you can do with Seaside Wishes. I'm sorry, I didn't make that clear from the very beginning. I want to pivot a little bit. We're going to put a twist on this, and by all means, I'm using all the products in Seaside Wishes. Let's get started so I don't hold you up any longer wondering what I'm talking about. If you're looking for Seaside Wishes, hi, Carol Ann. Hello, hello. Seaside Wishes is in the annual catalog. Of course, you can always use the search menu on the online store, which is a fantastic search menu, by the way. Even if you go up there and the search bar and you type in Seaside and you hit the little magnifying glass to go search, it'll bring up everything with the word Seaside in it. It is fantastic. So don't worry about hunting down item codes. I like to give them to you here. But you don't need to worry about that because you can go to the website and just type it in. It's fantastic. I love that feature. Okay, so the item code is, let me put my glasses on because it's very small, 163498. The bundle is $65.50, 10% off because you're going to be able to get all three, right? You're going to get the stamps, the dies, and the hybrid embossing folder, which is fantastic. All right, let's flip the camera and get started. We're going to turn... Well, bear with me while I flip my view to point down at my work surface. Here we go. Alrighty, we got a nice sunny day here in Calgary, and I'm excited. Last night I met my class attendees at Boston Pizza for our August class, and I have another class today at 11 at Boston Pizza. Chris says, good morning, Rose. I will have you know, thanks to your fabulous demos, I had to order this set yesterday. Yay, Chris. You know what? That is wonderful. I am so happy to hear that I've inspired you to purchase this set. Now, if you live in Canada and you use this host code when you place your order at the cash checkout screen, then I'm going to get that email notification that you placed your order with this code, and I'm going to send you the 5 card packages for my cards this week. That's my weekly feature. I love, love, love doing this. Okay, Seaside Wishes is the stamp set. Hi, Michelin. Hello, everybody that's popping in. We have a stamp set. We have a die set. Now, where's my big die? Hold on one sec. Oh, right here. Okay, so this one here is the die that goes with the set of 8. And Maggie got her bundle yesterday. Yay, Maggie. this is the third part of this trio. It is called the Hybrid Embossing Folder. Okay, so it's a 3D folder. It looks like this. You can see the sand dollars and the awesome speckles through there. And when you open it, this big die is designed to go inside the folder like this. So you can just pop it in here, and then when you shimmy it around with your thumb, you're going to notice that there we go. It's locked in place now. So now you can go ahead and put your cardstock in. You can also add color to the embossing folder if you wanted to, with some blending brushes or some sponges, if you want to add a touch of color. And then you put the cardstock in, close it up, run it through, and when it comes out, you're going to have these 3 sand dollars here, and I've got them here actually. I've got 3 of them, and they look like this. Now I've gone ahead. Hi, Kathy. Thank you for being here. And this is what they look like when they cut out. So then you can actually add a little touch of color to the top or the back, whichever side you want. And they are super fun. So you can use the folder as a folder and just get the embossed background. We've done that this week, and we've also done using designer series paper, and I strategically placed it in the folder to get the speckles onto my designer series paper. Okay, so that's just a little recap of what we're doing. So I was looking at these dies, and I was actually inspired to do something a little different. So today we are going to bring in Pebble Path. Let's start right in on this one. Pebble Path cardstock base, 8.5 by 5.5, scored in the middle at 4 1/4. And we'll go ahead and use our bone folder to reinforce that line, make it crisp. So that's our card base. Then we're going to have a card front. These are all the pieces you're going to get in your kit. A card front of basic white 4 by 5 1/4. Nothing special yet. However, let's bring in some other pieces that I've already went ahead and I did a little bit of prep work. I got some die cuts. So this is what you're going to get in your kit. Let me show you these squares so that if you're watching this replay and you've received your kits from me and you're at home, you're going to have 2 pieces of Petunia Pop and 2 pieces of Pretty in Pink cardstock. So what we're going to do with that, I've already done this, but I want to show you. I'm just going to show you what I've done. So I'm going to take 1 piece of Petunia Pop and 1 piece of Pretty in Pink. I'm going to place it over, you can decide which size of each one you want. So 1 over each of these 2 circles, okay? I'm calling them circles. I'm going to run that through the machine, and I'm going to get these 2 outlines. Okay, so this is what you're going to get. Actually, to be totally clear, when you get your kits from me, the corner will be snipped like that. So if you get pieces in your kit and you're like, why is the corner missing? That's a hint to go to the video and make sure you know what these pieces are for. That means you have to do something with them, okay? I just want to clarify that. Okay, so we've got our backgrounds. All right, so now what else do we need? I'm going to bring in these dies right here, our detailed dies. I ran them through a quick run with a piece of dryer sheet to get rid of the static and everything like that. And I ran them through the dies, and here they are. We've got a Petunia Pop one and a Pretty in Pink. This one here has a couple little spots. Yeah, there they go. So make sure it's empty. Hello, Leanne from Sherwood Park. So we got those, okay? Now what I want to do is I'm going to glue these on here like this. And then I have a piece of, 2 pieces actually. You're going to receive 2 pieces of Summer Splash cardstock like this. Okay, they'll be roughly, they're all different sizes, but you're just going to get some scrap. And then from our dies, we're going to grab the medium one, right? So we've got the medium seagrass. These 3 here make seagrass. So these are almost the same size, but this is the medium one right here. So you're going to take that one and we're going to put it onto this stack, because these dies that just have the outline are strong enough to cut through 2 pieces. Now, if you have I would never try to cut that one, this detailed die with 2 pieces. I don't think that would ever work. This one, you get away with it. So you pop that onto your 2 pieces of Summer Splash, and you're going to get 2 of these sprigs. Can you guess what I'm making? Okay, so you get 2 of them, and we're going to take our snips, we're going to put them together like this, and we're going to cut them in half. Okay, just cut them in half, nothing major. So I need 2 for that one, 2 for that one. Can you guess yet what we're making? Also in your kit, you're going to have a piece of pecan pie, a little 1/4-inch strip, and we're going to cut that in half. So we're making flowers. Yes, indeed, we're going to make some flowers. Okay, so we got the pieces. Now let's put these flowers together. All right, so I'm going to bring in my silicone mat, and we'll just swipe all this off to the side. We grab the silicone mat. We're going to flip over these detailed dies, and I need also my leaves. So I'm just going to pop my leaves onto my silicone mat here, get my glue flowing, and I'm just going to come in here and add a little bit of glue to the center of these flowers. You don't want to add too much glue because it'll be oozing out everywhere and you won't like that look. Okay, so there we go. We've got that. And then I'm going to add a little bit of glue to just the little tip of, not the tip, but the square part of these leaves. All right, so here's what we're going to do. We're just going to layer everything together. So we'll put the petunia pop on the petunia pop background. We're going to put the pretty in pink on the pretty in pink background. Then we're just going to bring in these 2 pieces of pecan pie. We're going to add a little bit of glue to probably like the top inch of each little strip, like that. And then we can go ahead and make these little flower blooms. Okay, so if you need to use something to pick up these so you don't get glue on your fingers, the take your pick tool, the putty end, is definitely your friend. So I'm going to move these leaves out of the way so I can get the structure of my flower ready to go here. Okay, so we've got our pecan pie, and we're just going to lay this down, press onto the stem like that. And then we'll do the same with the pretty in pink. And last but not least, we're going to put these leaves on each of these stems. Now you do get a little bit of wiggle room, and this one wants to move around on me, so let's make sure that's staying put. Okay, so I'm going to grab this one, and we're just going to lift up and tuck that behind the pecan pie strip. You want to be mindful not to make your leaves too wide, so I'm kind of leaning mine up towards the top of the card so that they don't take up too much room on my card front. So there, I'm just going to tuck that one back there. There's one flower, and then we'll do the same with this one. We'll add our leaf like that, and again, like this. There we go. Okay, so it's coming together. Now we need a center of these flowers for these flowers. So what I'm going to do, let's actually glue this down first. So we're going to glue these down onto our piece of basic white. So flip them over, and you can come in here with your glue and add a little bit of glue. Now these are definitely too long, but we're going to trim them once we get them onto the card front. So here I'm adding my glue to the stems and the leaves. I'll move my silicone mat off to the side here. Okay, so let's go ahead and, well, actually, let's hold up one second. I have a greeting. I'm going to put my greeting up here. So I want to make sure I leave enough room at the top for my greeting. So what we're going to use is from the stamp set, this one here. You absolutely made my day. I love that. Because, you know, we go through life, and there are people that do things out of the kindness of their heart, and that makes their day. Like you guys, when you come in here and watch me in the morning, that makes my day. You absolutely make my day. So what I've done, you guys, ever since I got these Greetings of the Season dies, they have not left my desk. They are so useful. I love, love, love these dies. Now they're paired with the Greetings of the Season stamp set for 10% off, but you can buy the dies by itself. And the item code for the dies is 164112. Greetings of the Season. They have nothing to do with Christmas, but they are beautiful dies all on their own. I have one in my hand here that I cut out using this elongated oval here. This one right here. So you're going to get one of these ovals in your kit. We give you the pieces for things that are not included in the Seaside Wishes bundle. So there's my die cut. I've got my greeting right here, and we're going to stamp that greeting using Pebbled Path. All right, I just think I might have some ink left over on my stamps. I'm just wiping it off. Okay, so we're gonna stamp with Pebbled Path. Open my ink pad, and we're gonna just tap, tap gently on here. And we're gonna hover over this oval and watch and see how this fits. I love it. All right, so there we go. I'm just gonna use my finger to push that off because sometimes it sticks, right, to the photopolymer. Okay, so there's my greeting. So maybe we should start there. Let's flip it over and add a little strip of glue. There we go. And we'll put that on first. And then we can position our flowers appropriately. All right, so we got the card base. We'll get back to that in a second. We're going to put the greeting up here. And now we can go ahead and add these pretty little flowers. So we'll put one right there. And then the pretty and pink one, we'll just do that one a little lower like that. Okay, so there we go. We've got that. Now we've got longer stems than we need. So we can go ahead with our snips and snip them to be the length of the card. All right, so now I was thinking, what could I put on the bottom? I've been intrigued by these stamps right here. These little ones, they look like pebbles to me. So, well, they are pebbles, right? They're probably pebbles for the sea, ocean pebbles, but we can use them to make something a little bit different. So for my card today, I got a piece of gray granite, and we're gonna just do a little stamping with, on the gray granite, we're gonna use Pebbled Path. And I'm gonna use this one right here, and we're gonna stamp along the edge of this strip. So just come on in with your stamp and just ink up each time and do a little bit of repetitive stamping. We are creating a brick wall. Okay, so there's my brick wall. Now, if you wanted to, you could bring in the smaller ones and you could like build it up, but this is the length that I want. So you're gonna get a strip like that. So just do your stamping like that and then take the cardstock in your hands and we're gonna just tear, okay? This is actually a technique in itself. We're gonna tear this cardstock to give it a rough, jagged look because no cement walls are gonna be perfectly smooth, right? We're gonna give it that nice little jagged look like that. And then that's gonna go at the bottom. I got a little hair of cardstock there. Let's trim that off. That's when I was snipping my ends of my flowers. Okay, so let's add a little bit of glue down here. And then we're gonna put the little stone wall in front. So it gives the illusion that these flowers are behind the stone wall, or perhaps they're in a planter box that's been decorated, a stone planter box, who knows, right? Okay, so now it's ready to go onto my card front. So we'll go ahead and glue this on. Easy peasy, right? You can use your dies for so many more things than what their intended use is for. So look at your dies, and if you see something different, go for it. Try and make something different. You just never know where your creativity will take you when you sit down with your stamps, ink, and paper. You know, I always say I can sit upstairs on the couch with my coffee and nothing comes to mind, right? A few things come to mind, but the minute I come into my craft room or I start playing with my supplies, ideas come to mind, right? And this is how this happened. I was just looking at my dies and this kind of, I'm like, what would that look like as a flower? Okay, so I've put the Summer Splash dot. Now these dots are amazing. They're like candy. These are the resin dots, the in color resin dots. So you get all 5 in colors. So I'm going to take a Petunia Pop center, put it in the Petunia Pop center of the flower, and we'll do the same thing with the Pretty and Pink. All right, so there's our card front with the bling. Now, the inside, we're going to grab a piece of, you're going to get all of this in your kit. You get your piece for the inside. Now let me reach. I thought I had one. Yes, okay, here we go. So we've got a piece for the inside. And you absolutely made my day. How about we stamp with some, let's bring in some Petunia Pop ink. So I have Petunia Pop, and we're going to stamp. Your friendship is the best gift. There we go. So your friend has done something very special, made your day, and this is a nice little thank you card. Okay, and now I have a piece of the Designer Series paper because you know color coordination is where it's at with Stampin' Up, right? So I have a piece of Summer Splash paper that we're just going to pull all these colors together. So I'm just going to add a little bit of that to the bottom of my piece here. So I'll go ahead, pop that in, and I love that it has leaves on it. So that's actually even more fitting, I think, that it has patterns that match what I'm doing on this card. Okay, so now we'll just go ahead, add a little tiny bit of glue, and we'll add this to the inside of this card. And make sure you got it straight, Rose. No crooked pieces. Okay, so there's the inside, there's the front. Now, if you're a big fan of Wink of Stella, you could bring in your Stella pen and you can add some glitter to these flowers, make them extra special and make them shine. You can even add, look at that, I'm adding Wink of Stella to the center and add a little bit of bling on there. And there we have it. It came together so quickly, Pat. Yep, absolutely. And can you see the sparkle? I love it. And there's the inside. So it's not exactly what you would expect for a Seaside Wishes card, but we made it work, right? I hope you like this one. I hope you'll try your hand at this one. These background dies, oh my goodness, they are amazing. All three of them, plus the little speckle one. Die art, it's like punch art. Yeah, exactly, right? A sea flower, there you go. Yep, and the stone wall. You can use this stone wall, this kind of a decorative border. You could use that on any of your projects, right? You could do this on scrapbooking. This would make a fun scrapbook layer, right? So I'm going home to Newfoundland later in the month, and it's called The Rock, right? So I'll have lots of pictures of rocks in my background when I go home. So I will definitely be using these rocks. So Seaside Wishes is not just sand dollars and sea urchins and starfish. It is all of those things, of course, right? But it's a whole bunch more. So I hope you like this idea. It's a great girls card. Yeah, absolutely. And I used 3 out of 5 of the amazing new in colors. But of course, you know, all the Stampin' Up! Colors, you could totally make this card different colors. You could use Blackberry Bliss, Melon Mambo, all the oranges, right? The yellows, purples, if you love Gorgeous Grape, Highland Heather, all of those colors would work, right? I just wanted to pull in the in colors because I wanted to use my dots and I wanted to use the pattern paper, the designer series paper. So lots of options. Thank you guys for joining me today. I hope you'll plan to come back and join me tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock Mountain Time. I'll be sharing my Fun Fold card using the Seaside Wishes Bundle. All right, take care, everyone. Have a great rest of your Thursday, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.